Alright, hello everyone. Today my goal is to get the buoy ready for the USB camera project and the hydrophone project. And what really needs to happen is we need a way to get one cable through the housing safely. And what I'm using are these Blue Robotics, what do they call them? They call them cable penetrators. They're like $10, $15, which is like expensive for a cable gland, but we really only need one. It's probably overkill. But that's what we're going to use. They're rated to a crazy depth. You know, I think that maybe for something like this project you'd use like these cheap cable glands, but for now we'll just use the good ones since we have them. Yeah, because be it the USB camera or the hydrophone tether. So I already have the buoy taken apart, as you can see, and there really isn't a lot of flat spaces to mount a cable gland onto. We want the space to be flat for the cable gland because it has this itty bitty little O-ring that's going to make contact with the outside of the, there it is, just around the face there. It's going to make contact with the outside of the buoy and give us the seal that we need. You know, I think that these radiuses are pretty big. And so, like, yeah, maybe if you stick it here off to the side or off to the side here, it might make contact. But then I think also if there's current in the water, the cable maybe won't clear the buoy all the way, which might give us some problems. So for now, I want to just put it squarely on the bottom. I think that's a good solution. So if we have any weird current, you know, it'll just blow underneath the buoy. So that's great. However, this is right where the echo sounder is. So let's just take a look at that. And the echo sounder is really hard to get out of the way. Let's start by removing this weird earth strap. This is what I was talking about before. You might can see that clip at the bottom there. Just in the cutout of the plywood, you can see it. It's a ground cable, but it's a ground cable that runs to plastic. So couldn't really tell you what's happening there. Some weird not FAA. Some weird regulation. Yeah, but there's that guy gone. It's too tempting to look at the overhead shot. And then we have this board here at the bottom, which I think we want to save because maybe we can use that to give ourselves a little clearance between the battery pack. So we can use that to separate our cable from the battery pack so it doesn't just squish on top. Okay, and now we can see the echo sounder. Let's take a quick look. I don't know, can you guys see it? There that guy is at the bottom. I've tried a lot of stuff in the past to get it out, like X-Acto knife and glue or heat, prying it out. I don't really think there's a good way, unfortunately, to get it all the way out. So my plan is to honestly just drill out an area that we can then use to get the cable gland onto. So this is a pretty big drill bit. Let's see, can I show? So just try to use the drill to make a workable surface around the gland. So just get it maybe within a couple millimeters of the bottom plastic. Drill that out, drill a hole through the plastic, get the cable gland mounted. No problems, right? I really only get one shot at this for this buoy. And I know this is the wrong drill bit head. Don't use one of these, but it's what I have. We're very far from town. This is the time I have, so we're just gonna go for it. So I think my plan will be to put the hole through, put this first hole through here, get it through the plastic, and maybe even, yeah, but not too far into the sounder. And then start drilling the sounder out from the other side with this this big bit. Okay, we'll see how much of a mess this makes. This is my first time doing this, so you saw it here first, folks. And we're through the housing. So let's just back this off slowly. Are we through the housing? Gosh, I hope so. That actually looks way better than I thought it was going to look. I expect that we're through the housing. It's hard to see. Maybe you can see the difference in color there. Maybe that's just the glue that we got through. Maybe that's not even into the sounder yet. Okay, now for the big guns. Man, that'd be awkward if the drill didn't fit in here. But I think we're going to be just fine. All right, we really didn't even come close there. We got through the plastic, we got through the glue, and then we hit something that I just cannot drill through. Same thing from the other side. We barely did any damage. So, pretty big screw up. And of course now we've punctured a hole in our beautiful, nice buoy. But I think there is no other way to find out. I don't even think like a Dremel would do it. So I think maybe our best bet's gonna be maybe trying to come in through the side off the bottom here. Towards here. Gosh, it's a pain in the butt. As aggravating as that is, there's really no reason to let that lack of tooling be the deciding factor here. That's super disappointing. Guys should just slow down and think it through. Okay guys, that took way more than I thought it was going to. We did a lot of damage. What ended up happening was I had to screw through the bottom. Found out that I couldn't drill through it at all. It was like glass or like some sort of weird epoxy in there. I'm not really sure what it was, to be honest. So, I mean, I took a heat gun to this thing and basically just like melted all of the fins inside. And then when it was good and hot, that heat gun, when it was good and hot, you know, it was a hammer, the big old, where is it? I can't find it. But big old mallet banging on this thing trying to get it out, and then it finally came out in sections, so you can see how, woo, like I do not know what the heck this stuff is, but it definitely looks like there's chunks of glass in here. It's actually shocking me. Like, what is this? Anyway, really hard to drill through. But we actually are gonna get a workable surface, which I really was gonna give up on. So it's been a roller coaster. I had to go tell this is a 70-year-old lady who helped me figure this out. So I gotta go say thanks to her. Okay, and just again, like, there's the damage that we did. It doesn't even look like it all came out. It looks like just like a puck in the middle came out, because there's still quite a bit of working area in there.